Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive into the world of time blocking, a powerful productivity technique especially beneficial for entrepreneurs. We'll explore 7 key tips with detailed explanations and even some code examples, using Python, to help you automate and track your time blocking efforts. Introduction to time blocking. Time blocking, also known as time boxing, is a time management method that involves scheduling specific blocks of time in your calendar for particular tasks or activities. Instead of just having a to-do list, you assign a date and time slot to each item on that list. This approach helps you increase focus by dedicating a specific time to a task, you minimize distractions and promote deeper concentration. Prioritize effectively. Time blocking forces you to evaluate the importance of each task and allocate time accordingly. Improve task completion. Scheduling a task makes you more likely to complete it. It acts as a commitment. Manage your energy levels. You can schedule demanding tasks for times when you have the most energy and less demanding ones for times when your energy is lower. Reduce procrastination. Having a clear schedule can make it harder to put things off. Gain a realistic view of your time. It reveals how much time you actually have available and prevents overcommitment. Tip 1. Start with a calendar audit and prioritization. Before you even begin blocking time, you need a clear understanding of how you currently spend your time and what your priorities are. Calendar audit. For a week or two, meticulously track everything you do. Use a calendar, Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, a dedicated time tracking app, Toggle Track, Rescue Time, or a simple spreadsheet. Be honest. Include meetings, work tasks, administrative duties, personal activities, breaks, and even time spent on social media. Categorize and analyze. At the end of each day or week, categorize your time entries, example client work, marketing, admin, networking, personal development, family time. Then, analyze how much time you're spending on each category. Identify time wasters. Look for activities that don't contribute to your goals and or consume more time than they should. Prioritize your tasks. Use a method like the Eisenhower matrix, urgent/important, to categorize your tasks. Focus on the important, not urgent quadrant, as these are the tasks that drive long-term success. Also, consider the Pareto principle, 80-20th rule. Identify the 20% of tasks that produce 80% of your results. Code example, Python, basic time tracking analysis. Explanation. 1. Import pandas. Import pandas as PD. This line imports the pandas library, which is essential for data manipulation and analysis in Python. Pandas provides data structures like data frames, which are similar to spreadsheets, allowing you to organize and work with tabular data efficiently. 2. Sample data. The data dictionary represents your time tracking data. Replace the example values with your own actual data from your calendar audit or time tracking app. The keys of the dictionary are date, category, and duration, hours, which represent the date of the activity, the category it belongs to, and the duration in hours, respectively. 3. Create data frame. Df equals PD data frame, data. This line creates a pandas data frame named df from the data dictionary. The data frame is a table-like structure that makes it easy to analyze and manipulate the data. 4. Group and sum. Category _summary equals df.groupb, category, duration, hours, sum. This is the core of the analysis. It uses the groupb method to group the data frame by the category column. Then, it selects the duration, hours, column within each group and calculates the sum of the durations for each category. The result is stored in the category_summary variable, which is a pandas series containing the total time spent for each category. 5. Print summary *print, time spent per category \n, category_summary. This line prints the category_summary series to the console, showing the total time spent on each category. 6. Calculate total time *total_time equals df duration, hours, sum. This calculates the sum of all values in the duration, hours, column, giving you the total time spent across all activities. 7. Identify top categories *top_categories equals category_summary.n largest, 2. This line uses the n largest, 2, method to find the top 2 categories with the highest time spent. 8. Print top categories *print, \n top 2 categories \n, top_categories, this prints the top 2 categories. 9. Plotting, optional. The code also provides an example of how to visualize the data using a bar chart using matplotlib. You need to install this library first, pip install matplotlib. This is useful for a visual representation of your time allocation. You can customize the plot further, such as adding labels, colors, and adjusting the axis limits. This analysis will help you answer questions like ****, how much time am I spending on client work versus business development? ***, am I allocating enough time to strategic planning? ***, where are my biggest time leaks? Tip 2, choose the right time blocking method. There are several approaches to time blocking. Experiment to find what works best for you. Hard blocking schedule every hour of your day. This is highly structured and best for those who thrive on routine. Soft blocking schedule only key tasks or events, leaving flexibility for the rest of the day. Good for those who need more adaptability. Theme days dedicate specific days to specific types of tasks, example Monday, marketing, Tuesday, sales, Wednesday, client work. Batching group similar tasks together and schedule them in a block, example answering emails, making phone calls. This minimizes context switching and improves efficiency. Consider these factors when choosing your personality are you highly organized or more spontaneous? The nature of your work is your work predictable or unpredictable? Your energy levels when are you most productive and focused? Tip 3, use a calendar that works for you. Digital calendars Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, Apple Calendar are popular choices. They offer features like reminders, recurring events, and sharing capabilities. Paper planners some people prefer the tactile feel of a paper planner. Consider a planner specifically designed for time blocking. Time blocking apps dedicated apps like Motion, Clockwise, or Akiflow offer advanced features like automatic scheduling, meeting optimization, and time tracking integrations. Consistency is key whatever you choose, use it consistently and keep it updated. Tip 4, be realistic about time estimates. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating how long tasks will take. Track your time use a time tracking app, or a simple spreadsheet, to record how long tasks actually take. This will provide valuable data for future estimates. Add buffer time always add a buffer of 10 to 20% to your time estimates. Unexpected interruptions or complications often arise. Break down large tasks divide large, complex tasks into smaller, more manageable subtasks. This makes it easier to estimate the time required for each subtask and reduces overwhelm. Learn from experience. After you complete a task, review your time estimate and adjust accordingly for future projects. Tip 5. Schedule breaks and buffer time. Time blocking is not about working non-stop. It's about working smarter. Regular breaks. Schedule short breaks, 5 to 10 minutes, every hour to stretch, move around, or relax your eyes. The Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break, can be helpful. Longer breaks. Schedule longer breaks for lunch, exercise, or personal activities. Buffer time. Include buffer blocks in your schedule to account for unexpected delays or urgent tasks. This prevents your entire schedule from being derailed. Transition time. Allow time between tasks to switch gears mentally. Avoid scheduling back-to-back meetings without any transition time. Tip 6. Automate your time blocking, where possible. Leverage technology to automate aspects of your time blocking, freeing up your mental energy for more important tasks. Code example, Python, Basic Recurring Task Automation, Google Calendar API. This example requires you to have the Google Calendar API enabled in your Google Cloud project and properly set up credentials. It's a more involved process, but it demonstrates the power of automation. Important notes for Google Calendar API **** service account ***. This code uses a service account. This is the best approach for automated scripts. You'll need to create a Google Cloud project. Enable the Google Calendar API. Create a service account and download the JSON key file. Share your calendar with the service account email address, granting it edit permissions. Credentials ** The service _account _file variable needs to point to the downloaded JSON key file. Calendar ID The calendar _ID is usually your email address associated with the Google Calendar you want to modify. Time zones Pay careful attention to time zones. Ensure they are correctly set to avoid scheduling issues. Recurrence rule The recurrence parameter uses the iCalendar rule format, RFC 5545, to define the recurring pattern. This is a powerful way to specify complex recurrence rules. Research role syntax to customize the recurrence to your exact needs. Explanation * 1. Import libraries * imports necessary libraries, including Google-client.discovery for interacting with the Google Calendar API, Google.OAuth2.service_account for authentication using a service account, and datetime for working with dates and times. 2. Define scopes and credentials * scopes defines the required permission scope, access to the Google Calendar API. Service _account _file specifies the path to the service account's JSON key file. You must replace this with your actual file path. Creds creates credentials from the service account file. 3. Build the calendar service service equals build, calendar, v3, credentials equals creds, creates a service object that allows you to interact with the Google Calendar API. 4. Create _recurring _event function ***. Takes parameters for the event summary, title, description, start time, end time, and recurrence rule. Constructs an event dictionary according to the Google Calendar API's requirements. Inserts the event into the specified calendar using service.events.insert. Prints a link to the created event. 5 example usage * demonstrates how to use the create_recurring_event function to schedule a recurring focus time block on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. *start_time and end_time are date time objects representing the start and end of the event. *recurrence_rule is a list containing the rule string. In this example, it sets the event to repeat weekly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The function is called with the relevant parameters. Other automation ideas *. Zapier/Ift use these platforms to connect your calendar to other apps. For example, automatically create a calendar event when a new project is added to your project management tool. *Email filters create email filters to automatically categorize and prioritize emails, making it easier to batch your email processing. *task management integrations connect your task management app, Asana, Todoist, to your calendar to automatically schedule tasks. Tip 7, review and adjust regularly. Time blocking is not a set it and forget it technique. It requires ongoing review and adjustment. Daily review at the end of each day, review your calendar. Did you complete all your scheduled tasks? What caused any deviations from your schedule? Weekly review at the end of each week, analyze your time blocking performance. Are there any recurring patterns or challenges? Are you consistently underestimating or overestimating task durations? Monthly review review your overall time allocation. Are you spending your time on the right priorities? Are you making progress towards your goals? Be flexible don't be afraid to adjust your time blocking strategy as your priorities and circumstances change. Life happens. Key takeaways prioritize focus on your most important tasks. Be realistic estimate time accurately and include buffers. Automate leverage technology to streamline the process. Review regularly continuously improve your time blocking system. Be patient it takes time to master time blocking. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't work perfectly at first. By implementing these time blocking tips, you can significantly improve your productivity, reduce stress, and achieve your entrepreneurial goals. Good luck.